The Mind Talker. Thank you so much for tuning in. Got an amazing show for you today. An amazing show. Just a minute, let me grab my coffee. Let me sit back here. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Absolutely amazing show. Things to talk about today. I got some dream interpretation from last night's sleep. Apparently, there are a great deal of UFOs above Area 51, as well as alien technology coming in. It's going to change everything in Earth and science, as we know. Literally going to change the very ground we live on, as well as the people's lives. So, the good news is the aliens who are controlling this UFO technology have brought some things that are going to help us live longer, be happier, have better relationships in our lives, all these things. And you've actually been given the technique to have all these things, and you already have it in your very mind already. So that's fantastic. Thank you, Jesus. Apparently, Jesus was on a UFO once, and he wrote a book called Guarding the Church of the Insanely Wicked. He gave it to me through my mind, and I wrote it down because he couldn't write it. Jesus is ethereal, and the book of life, the Bible has already been written. So if you want to write a fiction, which is one of the few things we can write today, although some people want to write nonfiction, say they have all the facts, that's fantastic. Me, I like to make up stories. So if you want to go online to www.lulu.com and buy Guarding the Church of the Insanely Wicked, you'll find a copy of that on there under the author's surname, Charles Thomas. I didn't use my full name on that book, Charles Thomas Pearson, because at the time I was a little nervous about what I was putting in that book. Wasn't sure if it was all that great a book to write, pure fiction, and created out of the sub details of my own life and some relationships I had. So buy that book if you have it. You can buy an electronic version of that book or an actual physical copy. Here, in fact, just in case you're wondering, I'll show you exactly what they look like. I haven't really changed this version since I put it up there. So if you actually buy one of my books, you're going to get something that looks like this in the mail. If you buy a physical product, this is what you're going to get. Guarding the Church of the Insanely Wicked by Charles Thomas. And I see it on the back. You see it on the back. Do not read this book. The guard is protecting you from things you cannot know. Come find me, the guard. So that's a book I wrote. Here's another copy of it. I wrote this in a year or two when I was actually working as a security guard at Pismo Coast Village. Thank you, Pismo Coast Village. Much love and peace to you. Had a blast working there. Got to paint a nice mural on a door there by the beach. The other thing I wanted to mention to you as Mind Talker, man, woman, friends, and family. I can't just relate to all of you on there. I'm getting a lot of texts from you, and I really like to chat with you. And I'm actually pretty fast typist, but musically speaking and adhering as such, I can't get back to all of you. I really can't. So I've been trying to get back to as many of you as possible. I just hope that more of you have time to go on to my eBay store at www.ebay.com/USR/SEE.THE.M39. Yeah, check that store out. I've got video games on there for the Nintendo 3DS system. I've got jewelry on there for you folks who like the jewelry. I also have some consumer electronic products on there of various sorts, sizes, and shapes, and unusual items here, there, and what. I almost thought of calling this Chuck's Wacky Mind Talker store online or something. I can't really decide on the name completely. Maybe that's why I haven't been selling as many products on there. Maybe I'll call it the Mind Talker store, for whatnot. Ideas. Anyway, friends, I'll take ideas from you as far as what to call the store. Yeah, so that's exciting. The UFOs over Arizona, really, that's another thing. And a lot of mysticism going out there right now. Seriously, heavy, intensive spiritual energies. I've noticed that there's a great deal more police car chases in LA lately. Los Angeles is filled with these. So I don't know what to say about that other than I'm kind of caught up with these things. I even have in the background ready is a car chase that's going on. Moist Critical reacts to craziest police chases of 2022. This is Charlie Moist, a very cool commentator on YouTube. Much love to you, Charlie. I like your channel. I like how you're going back to these car chases lately. These are exciting to watch. I'm even watching this one I've seen probably 2 or 3 times, where this guy takes a regular car. He has stolen it, and then he goes out there and they're chasing him, trying to get him, and then he literally gets so far ahead of the cops that he decides to pull over and like try and get this other truck, but he couldn't get the truck, so he gets back in his car and takes off, and then he like gets ahead of the cops, gets out of his car, runs into the back of somebody's house, goes into their house, runs to their house, and I kid you not, in less than a minute, maybe even 2 minutes at most. Now, I don't even think 2 minutes. The guy gets through this random person's house, gets the keys to their truck, goes out to the truck in the driveway, and the neighbor or the family in that house chase him out with knives and fists, and he takes their truck right out of their house and drives it, and then they still can't get him.
Watch the time of day change with this chase.
Oh no, that's it. Before he stole that truck from that house, he stole a van. So he basically stole 3 vehicles, and the cops still couldn't get him, but they got him in the end, man. I've seen this a few times. It just takes quite a while, but they get him. They always get him, man. Never run from the law. You want to learn one lesson big time right here? Never run from the law, brothers and sisters in Christ Jesus and everyone. Seriously. Bad idea. Bad idea. You know, for one thing, don't be so self-centered when you see the police, because the police aren't always coming up to you because you've done something wrong. Often the police are coming up to you because there's people in your social circle or even beyond that have done something wrong, and they're trying to protect you. They're trying to protect you, sometimes for things you don't even know about. You know, and they don't want to tell you because they're not 100% sure that's going to happen. But anyway, this chase is amazing, man. I'm blown away.
Like, I knew it was an hour 40, but it doesn't really register how long that is until you are actually like in the thick of it. That is absurd.
Yeah, Charlie. Yeah.
Okay, I gotta pee though. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Charlie's got to pee. I'll probably have to do that after drinking all this coffee, man.
Fine.
But we'll see. Anyway, he's going to go pee. All right. So they got this car chase still on, but they have it on pause. So definitely go check out my online web store at eBay. Here, I'll put it up on the screen for you so it's a little easier to at least read and possibly put into your CPU right up on there on one of your tabs. I know some of you have some money and want to buy a gift today. There are a lot of really nice gifts on my eBay store. And if there's any really great reason for buying from me, because you're like, well, hey, I could buy from eBay any old day. Why should I buy from you, Mind Talker Thomas? Why? Well, this is probably the biggest reason why. Because when you buy my products, a portion of the money goes to helping feed members of the community in San Francisco and worldwide. I have ascribed many of my products sales to go to help fund world food banks, as well as musicians worldwide. So when you buy my products, there's a very strong likelihood you'll be supporting. In fact, you 100% will be supporting musicians. I'm one of them, as well as many others through the percentages that go from my sales to them to certain fundraising charities. So worldwide for musicians and to feed people. So think about it like this. When you buy a product from my store, you're feeding the world and bringing more musicians into the world. You're literally lighting this world up with food and music. So those 2 reasons, I don't know almost nearly any other reasons to buy these products, except for number 1, Christmas is every day, folks. If you got something you want for yourself, buy it for yourself. If you're looking at the Christmas gift as something for a lot of other people, buy one thing for a lot of people. Do it. It really helped me out and helped a lot of people out. Okay. That done. Back to the Mind Talker show. I hope you all have your coffee. You can click on this Q code down here to support Restream. It'd be great if you can. This stream is going into my Facebook and my YouTube accounts and also my Street Jelly account. So for those of you at Street Jelly who have looked at this and go, hey, why aren't you playing music? Part of my musical abilities is narrative or talk. So this is like a show I do. And I'm watching a chase right now that I've seen before. It's a car chase, and this truck that was stolen is just trying to just get away from the cops and running reds, and it's just crazy. Oh no, he's coming to a parking lot.
What the fuck is the plan here?
Yeah.
What? Surely I'll lose them in the parking lot.
I wonder if it's a Walmart parking lot. It looks like a Walmart parking lot.
As he tries to look for an outlet, you have to wonder, he's very aware of that night sun coming from the helicopter, and I can only imagine that night sun is agitating him even more. So at least we made it through there without any trouble.
Night sun. Basically known as that bright light they shine on the car from a helicopter above. It's called night sun. I like how they call it night sun, because they have the sun at night. Want the sun at night? We got it. Like, great. Yeah. Oh. Oh. There's much more to this story. Apparently, this guy didn't pull over. I thought he stole the car. He just didn't pull over when he was asked to pull over, which is kind of crazy, you know? Like, he just wanted him to pull over. Probably, maybe he was speeding or something, and he didn't pull over. And then he goes and he steals like two or three other vehicles.
Man,
Well, I guess two other vehicles. Wow. This one's about a month old. You can find these on YouTube. You just type in police car chases recent in LA, something like that. Into your search engine on YouTube, and then you can watch the cops catch the bad guys.
That's Super Duty, maybe. What's that?
In my black saxophone pillow. 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 My TV behind the laptop just turned on automatic. It's like they're here and they control all the electronics. Yeah, I don't control everything because I know that there are hackers who are helping me get here and there everywhere we go, just hanging out over there. Okay.
Texas.
Beautiful black.
Oh my goodness.
Saxophone pillow there. Black is beauty, folks. So get onto my website. And if you want, you can call me. I'm going to go ahead and self-register my number again today for you folks out there wanting to talk. I want to come on the Mind Talker show. I'm going to go ahead and give you my number here. You can call me at 805-574-9025. If you guys are trying to find me from outside the country or the United States of America, you'll probably have to put a +1 before that number for the United States to get me. And other than that, I don't know. I haven't been out of the United States in a long time. I don't think I ever have, really, when I think about it. I think Mexico was like the only out-of-state journey I've made. And that was like to a city on the northern border. Tijuana, I believe. I believe I've been to Tijuana. Don't remember it well. Must have had a great time if that was the case.
This is a great opportunity for the officers here.
I don't remember this part of the chase. Apparently this guy gets in his truck up in a dead end and then backs up, and they still haven't got him. He gets into a dead end and they couldn't get him, you know. Just because he moves so fast and he breaks so many laws, the cops can't break those laws to go after him. It puts the public in danger, so they have to fall back and just rely on the chopper. which is excellent strategy because realistically with a chopper, you can follow this guy till he parks. Because the chopper can go 200 miles plus per hour and possibly holds more fuel than a truck or a car.
Even he's like,
so,
I
don't know. I would think that,
hang out.
I don't know why anybody evades the police, especially like this. I mean, I can maybe understand if you go a little bit like half a mile after he throws on his lights, you know, just because you're not ready to pull over or something. But this, some people, it's like a sporting event in Los Angeles. That's, I mean, I feel really kind of bad because it's exciting. I like to watch them, and they're every day, folks. You can watch police chases in Los Angeles every day on YouTube. It's that intense. And I guess kind of what I like about it is that the chases they show, they won't show the really bad ones, you know. They won't show them. If someone crashes and flies through the window, you're not going to see that on these. 99% of these are ending, you know, they get the suspect and you know, it works out, but you know, and he goes
I
to
completely agree
jail.
with the announcer. This is an absolute maniac. He's already hit like 20 cars, broken into 2 houses, stole a man's car. Well, stolen 2 cars, but stole a man's car in front of him. Nearly ran over his dog. This is a guy that they absolutely should swarm to get off the streets as quickly as possible.
Yeah, Charlie,
I completely agree with the announcer.
Charlie and
This
I
guy
agree
is
with the
a
announcer.
very big danger to everyone on the road right now.
Yeah. If you guys want to search this actual chase and watch it live with me, you can search it at full chase suspect rams cars, steals van and truck during SoCal pursuit. Or go to ABC 7, the channel ABC 7.
Dorf.
I believe you'll be able to find it. Or look up Charlie Moist. He might have it on his YouTube channel. I'm watching it through his YouTube channel anyway. And it looks like in his YouTube channel, he's written ABC 7 Full Chase on YouTube. So maybe that's what you want to look up.
Yeah, that light is so bright.
Yeah, so go on Lulu.com, buy a book, Guardian of the Church and Insanely Wicked, that fiction written by me. Go to eBay, buy a product for me, or you, or someone. Buy something you like. I got some sarongs on there, some nice hanging sarongs. In fact, I might get one for in here. Might get a small one for in here, put below my tree up here.
He's driving so dangerously and so recklessly, and occasionally at really high rates of speed. And when they do pull up behind him, he just jumps into the
No, really, I need a sale today. I mean, I really love that many of you have helped me with the sales on the eBay store, but I'm going to need some more ASAP because I haven't even made enough money to pay taxes. That's how low my income from the store has been. But if I make enough to pay taxes, I will be a happy cookie. You know, I wouldn't mind paying taxes at all. It doesn't take very long to do. I've done it before in the past and the jobs that made a lot more money. But if you can help me get that eBay going better, I'd really appreciate it. I put those products on as low cost as I can, given the financial situation, and then I got a D- in my economics class in high school. That was my worst class in this high school. I was at Rio Grande High School. 1996 I graduated. I almost couldn't get through my economics class. In fact, she nearly failed me. I deserved an F, but she said if I left and never came back, she'd passed me enough to get me going. So I said, I'll never come back. And she passed me. Like, yay. I mean, I basically got only one thing from economics was supply and demand. You know, when the supply is up, the demand is low. When the demand is up, the supply is low. Something like that. I may have messed that up. See, I wasn't really good at it. I know that if you want to make money in business or and this I'll share with you. I'll share my business principles with you. You buy low, sell high. And the biggest principle is you work for God, not money. You don't need the money. I mean, I don't understand exactly how the trades work, but if you work for God, money comes. So if it's good all the time, Eventually, money's going to get to you.
That old GTA.
I know that's really
where
surreal.
the guy stole
That borders on
SUV.
psychosis to me. I bet for some people who are agnostic, who don't want to acknowledge the higher power, they really like, you know, and some of them do exceptionally well because they focus so much. But I seldom run into them. I seldom run into folks who have done so well selling that they can buy some of my products and share some of their funds, and we can go party or whatnot. Or I guess I do. Yeah, I do. What am I talking about? Of course I do. I have several friends who bought from me, and we've shared our time and principles and practices, and it's been fun. This trucker is still doing it now. He's driving at a 35-mile-an-hour zone, doing about 63 miles an hour, passing people on the wrong lane of incoming traffic. Yeah.
He's now on Peck Road, just west of the 605.
Let's see, what else do I want to mention?
So where did they set up the spike traps then?
I checked the Google News today. I did that. I'm not going to say it because otherwise it'll start talking to me. It's basically I asked Google like what my day is like and that kind of thing, and it told me. It usually gives me some pretty random news from around the world, and I can't always readily interpret it. It usually has something to do with financial markets and sometimes war. In fact, a lot of times, mostly war and financial markets.
They're not far behind.
Which, to me, that doesn't really give me a whole lot of ideas how to focus on things here, other than I'm not into war, I'm into peace. And as far as markets, I just want to have my products available for you on eBay. So if you want to buy something from me, you can buy something from me. And you'll be helping out musicians like me and help feed the world. I mean, think about that. By buying my products, it's like you have a job for yourself. You have literally worked the world and the people that will get some food. I mean, that's pretty amazing to me. These charities, they're real too. They do take these funds from eBay, and they utilize them to purchase food. And I don't know about you, but my local chapel, I was told once that any $10 amount of food you purchase through the church usually equates to about $100 worth of food. And that's particularly because the church and the people of the church and the farmers and whatnot have spent a great deal of time doing their best, not only to feed people liturgically and to give them the Bible and to tell them the principles of grace and God. And yes, man does not survive on bread alone, but they also find a way to take your money and equate it to about 10 times more in food value. So that's really beneficial. So if you've got like $1 lying around or a $10 bill, if you give it to the church, or theoretically you buy my products on eBay, those funds will go to feeding the world and paying musicians. So I'm pretty happy about that. I'm really thankful to eBay for helping set up a few of my accounts up like that, my products up like that. So in fact, I think I'm going to make sure I focus even more on those charities in the future because I really like them. I like the idea. It's great working for eBay, y'all. That's great playing music. You know, sorry, Street Jelly, I haven't been on for a while, and I'll admit some of that is because of financial stressors. And, that's one reason I've turned to the eBay thing, because I've found that I've made a little bit more money from eBay. Not quite enough to financially report to my Social Security or IRS, but at least to start. And that's nice. So any of you can help me buy, please buy some of my products. I'd really appreciate it.
They could at least show
really great,
the
you
truck
know.
owner's business.
By blocking off those entrance ramps. And
Or call me if you have any questions.
That all requires manpower and personnel.
I want to talk about anything for a little while. I have custom chats.
Those calls are going out now. California Highway Patrol ready to help out.
Ready to talk with you
Was this today? It was 3 days ago.
about anything and everything. Anything and everything. Anything you want to talk about. Just give the Mind Talker Thomas a call at 805-574-9025. Yes. I'm waiting.
Thanks a bit, Tori. Yeah, I'm going to research all about everyone involved in this after this. Because since it was 3 days ago, we're going to have all the information now.
Okay, cool, man. I'd love to hear it. In fact, skip to that. We're not doing anything but watching this guy drive erratically on a LA freeway. Oh, man. See, wow.
He's basically been gassing it.
Say, I used to drive on the LA freeways.
Now, this is concerning. He's now on the shoulder.
And it's pretty fun to drive on the LA freeways.
As I mentioned, that traffic
if you don't have to do it very often.
It's too much
because it's like you get to the LA freeways, and if you're like me, you live in this town, it's a double lane freeway. If you get to LA, it's like 4 or 5 lanes going your way and lots of people. It's like a social event. You're driving, if you're driving the speed limit like you need to be, it's like, hey, I'm riding along with all these people. We're all going to LA. This is great. But this guy is taking his life in his own hands and just passes everybody. He passed everybody going out the outside in this truck. I can't believe he can haul this truck so fast, too. It's like a work truck. And he's doing about, he's just heading northwest.
Oh boy. I thought he was going to try and thread the needle there.
Oh, he slowed down behind this other car. Good. Good. He's slowing down. Good.
Well, he certainly sees it. I don't think.
Like you keep thinking you hope and pray he's going to pull over, and he doesn't. It's like, oh, my goodness, yikes. Oh, here's another one. How are you going to go, bro? There's all these cars.
It's going to be Azusa Avenue. And he can make a left or a right.
Oh, anyway,
now southbound.
Another clip.
Go ahead and pause this. Got a lot more to talk to you about, a whole lot more. So here we go. You get your coffee ready. I give it a sip. Then give it another sip. Okay, it looks like my host messages aren't going out there for some reason. How do I do this? How do I change that? Oh, I see. Hey, hi. A little closer. Hey. Anyway, yeah, I like this shot better, but I don't see my chat. I wonder if the chat's going out to you folks. I'm not seeing the chat on my window. Restreamers, if you're listening, is there any way you could give me a few, how do I put it? How do I say this? Like, could you give me a free subscription to your service or add a few more? You have a really awesome potential service base, all I can say. It's really awesome. But I can't afford most situational, at least right now. I can't. If my eBay store was going off the roof like I wanted to, like I hear all these people saying, hey, man, I'm making 7-digit figures and I'm working in paradise, man. I got my laptop and, I guess, following the wrong example, perhaps. But I believe the strategy of online sales is potential. It really is there. So, I got to come out here and tell you guys the products are awesome. They really are. And they come from the United States warehouses. So go on there. Then I wrote The Bumbling Ramblings of Captain Weedzo. It's a cartoon book. I haven't really published it yet. And I wrote another book called The Rabbit Disguise, which was inspired by a friend of mine. And unfortunately, that book wasn't able to be published on Hulu because they wouldn't give me a copyright number for it, which to me makes me think that I wrote something in the book that they really, really, really didn't like. So, hey, it happens. I think as I've gotten older, more people have taken to thinking the things I write or say or whatnot aren't that good, and oh, we should just shun that guy or make sure he don't get a copyright number. Oh, we can't let him talk about these things, you know. So, and it was a fiction. It was all made up. Plus, even if it was partially real, I changed names, I changed scenarios, situations, you know. So I don't know. It was trippy. They gave me this talk about how they, you know, had a new format code and the code's in there. You just change the code, and they told me that. I changed the copyright, so I went in to change copyright. I couldn't get it changed. So anyway, let me get another coffee. Grab the phone just in case you're calling in. I might take a little break here, but the show is still running. You can still call me. I'm still available. Still here for you. Whatever you need to talk about. Where did my phone go? It is not exactly where I thought it was. Somewhere else. And now I'm not exactly sure where the phone went. Oh, there it is. There we are. Let me get another cup of coffee. Must use the facilities. Doo-dah, doo-dah. All right, well, I'll put on a little subculture music. And by subculture, I mean my subculture. We're going to put some music on right here for a little interlude. Got to use the facilities, pardon me. Toilet, restroom, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to give you a little something to listen to from the YouTube. From some friends of mine. Called Skip James and Project 41. Skip James and Project 41. So, looks like the most extended version of the song we had. Wow, man, I get on here and people have done way less than we did, and they get 15,000 views. The web has 244 views. I'm like, why aren't we getting views? All right. Whatever. Here's a view, or listen at least, and it shouldn't do copyright law because I was a musician with these other musicians, so if we get copyright issues with this, I don't know what to say to you, man. As far as I'm concerned, the people who wrote this music with me, and I played saxophone on this, so you can hear my saxophone playing. This is a live. This was done at Sweet Spring Saloon in Los Osos, California, circa 2008. Yeah.
At
Yeah.
we use data
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you,
to help you engage
neighbors.
and
Thank
top
you,
of
friends and
wars today.
family. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you so very, very much. That was Skip James and Project 41 playing the song Into the Future. Well, here we are, folks. Into the future. It is April 17th, 2:22 p.m. Monday, 2023. I'm in Arroyo Grande, California at the Outlook. It is amazing in here out there. Wonderful. I just stepped out. The sunlight is beating down on my garden. I almost want to go out there and hang out in water maybe. But I did the other day, so it's just not necessary. So I'm here for you. I'm here for you right now. If you need to call, you need to talk to somebody, you need to get something off your chest, give the Mind Talker a call. Another reason to give me a call, I'll give you a few reasons. In 1999 to 2000, 1998 to 1999, I was a paraprofessional telephone suicide prevention counselor for the Santa Barbara County through their services. United Way. Yeah, I learned that through the United Way in Santa Maria, California. When I was going to Allen Hancock College, I got my AA in liberal arts there. Then I went over to CSU Stanislaus in the Valley, Turlock, and got a bachelor's degree in psychology. Spent another 2 years over there and got a master's in counseling psychology. I unfortunately lost my certificate and some moving, and I don't have it with me. Otherwise, I probably have it right up here on the wall behind me. Like, I'm thinking about contacting my alumni from California State University Stanislaus again and see if they'll send me a copy of that. At this point, it would be nice to have that right behind me, baby. You know, maybe you can get a copy of the bachelor's, put it there, the master's, put it there, and then up there, put the AA. From contact all my alumni. Go ahead and purchase those documents again, put them in a frame, hang them up on my walls. But that doesn't change the fact that I'm a form of counselor, and a really good paraprofessional telephone counselor, so online counselor as well. So if you want to come on the show, we all have issues. We all have things to need to talk about. In fact, a lot of science has come to show that if you come online and talk to somebody through therapy or show, you can actually improve your mental health. It really is true. You talk through your issues. So if any of you want to call and talk about that, want to talk about your relationships, it's a great thing to talk about. We can go over that. And you want to talk religion, you want to talk about how close you are to Jesus Christ at this point in your life. Let's talk about it, brothers and sisters in Christ. Much love, brothers and sisters in Christ. So there's all that. And judging by, or likely opinionated by this idea that not many of you are calling in, then that shows that things are going pretty well for a lot of you folks. And that is awesome. I'm really glad to hear that. Not many things going good for some of these people in the car chases, but that's that. I almost wonder if some people in LA consider that sport. I'm going to go run from the cops today. Because, a lot of these police precincts, they can only keep you in the jail for so long for something like evading capture. And then they let you go, hopefully slowing down you getting your car and doing something like that again. But anyway, so I think there's some people in LA who are like so downtrodden. They're like, forget it. I'm going to run from the cops today. I got nothing else to do. I got no money for food, no job, no way to get anywhere. But there's this negative, evil element to it. I'm sorry. I don't know why people go ahead and try and run for the cops. It's a silly kind of thing. I don't even feel like reporting it anymore. If you guys could just check on my store at www.ebay.com/USR/SEE.THE.M39, that would be fantastic. And I have confirmed from a customer that the drop shipping items I have on eBay are actually working and getting sold out there too. They'll actually deliver you those items, and that this drop shipping thing is pretty exciting to me anyway, because I kind of like the idea of having an online store, but I didn't want to have to buy a bunch of inventory and keep it like in my house. So I realized I could do this online store stuff and sell products without having them in my house, and it works just as well. And anyway, we're getting some messages, so we're going to bring in these messages, hopefully. I think. Let's see. Let's find out what's going on with my messages. See if any of these folks want to be on the Mind Talker show, or is they don't want to be. Some people don't. They want to message you. They don't want to be on a show. That's not what they really necessarily want, but that's social networking, folks. Like, you gotta understand, if you're talking to me, I'm a businessman, as well as I'm disabled too. Yeah, I have a schizoaffective disorder. So of all these things, we're rolling up for eBay, trying to get our way out of, trying to get my way out of debt. Not that I'm in debt. I just want to give back to the community. Let's see. Especially through these products, because a lot of these things are pretty cool, man. Let's see. Chats. Kelvin Maria says, hey, how are you doing? Okay, Kelvin Maria. Please buy my products at www.ebay.com/USR/THEM39. Thank you for asking how I'm doing. Work is a little slow today. I wouldn't mind getting in 5 sales before I'm done, but we'll see. I'm also doing a Mind Talker Thomas show on Restream.io right now. I don't do such thing like that. Oh. Consider it. Yeah, consider it. Great products. And you don't have to leave your home. Get a gift in the mail. It's fun. It really is. Folks, getting a gift in the mail for yourself or others is so much fun. I mean, that's one reason, even me, I don't own a car anymore. And if I want something, I just buy it online, or I request it through the phone, or, you got people who really want to telecommute. And not only that, you got people who want to use their jobs through their cars. So we really need to support those people who are keeping cars. So people who are keeping cars are people who are working for the post office, as well as people who are delivering food or other items to your house. Let's see. Hello, I love your speech, Mary Mikado. Thank you. Thank you so very much. The show is going well. I'd really like to make some sales. Consider my shop for your needs. www.ebay.com/se.tg.m39. Oh, Mary, thank you. She loves my speech. She must be watching this show right now. I was a trained actor from high school. That's probably why I still am able to project a little bit. I lost a little bit of that in 2019. I had some issues, and it was actually interesting, those issues, because I lost a little bit of my speaking ability. I kind of went inward, and I realized that a lot of people talk without talking. If you haven't noticed that, you can actually talk without talking. You're literally saying things to people when you're not talking sometimes. I don't think it's as negative as some people say. Like, if you don't speak something up about this, then something's horrible. It's like you got to stay focused on the goodness yourself. Trying to get back to all of you. I have a ton of texts from you guys, you friends. Let's see. Amanda Price writes, "Hi, how are you doing?" Okay, let's see if she'll check out the online store. I'm doing a Mind Talker Thomas show on Restream, talking up my products. I have video games, jewelry, and consumer electronics for sale at www.ebay.com/. I'm hoping some of you, if anything, if you can't at least buy a product, go check them out. Got not just jewelry, electronics, and games. I also have some sarongs, some hanging wall fabrics with different pictures on there for those of you hippies out there, or wannabe hippies. Want something nice on your wall to drape down there. Some really nice items on there for you. Let's see. I mean, literally, I can't even get to all my messages. I keep scrolling down, and there's more, and there's more, and there's more. And all of you asking me, hello, and how are you doing? And thank you so much for caring. Thank all you so much for reaching out. I even got my daily prayers and a Bible time text. I can do a Bible study at any time. Nearly any time, from New York or around the world. I really want to thank the Bible friends. Thank you in Jesus' name. Yes. Fantastic. I'm trying to find a guy on here who's going to text me about, hello, what's up? How may I help you business-wise? Or I'm a musician. I've sent out a lot of requests to some of my musician potential buddies out there. All I can say is I'm not getting a lot of texts from musician buddies. Got a lot of the ladies wanting to ask me how I'm doing, and I really appreciate you all wondering, because you know, everybody wants people to feel good about their life and take care, and shows that everybody really cares and loves a lot for each other and wants to be raising spirits, you know. And that's really gracious of you. I really appreciate it. I'm really trying to decide who to send a message to. So many of you are like, hello, hi, this is great. How are you doing? I don't know who else to send my message out to. So let's see. Mary sent a photo. And I'm asking for these www.ebay.com/USR/ is that for real? I know, huh? You're like, is that for real? Is that for real? Is it for real? You know, that's funny, man. I'll tell you some things. Okay, it's about to rain just the outside. Hilarious. Tell her to play in the rain. Play in the rain. Everybody should play in the rain. Play in the rain. Okay, folks. Okay, let's see. Some of you have tried to call me and I tried to answer, say hello. So, you know, Facebook tends to hide people really well. I think the computer has been something that many men and women have used to basically hide from one another and create unusual social networks. Yeah, not all of them are very good. I'll tell you that. Some of them are rather cultic and harassing, and especially some of these people who are putting weight loss supplements on random websites, and you know, it's like, come on, get with it. Like, but some people are really interested in weight loss. You know, I've worked on weight loss. I'm actually pretty happy with my weight, so I don't. I'm not necessarily interested in that at all. You know. Okay, well, all right. Here's what I have to say. If you want my business, you're going to have to pay me first. All right? One. That's how it works. So you do business with me, I'll do business with you. Now, how will that happen if you do business with me paying a certain percentage like this, and then you ask me for this? You know, so much more than what you give me. All I can say is those of you who do business with me and expect me to do business with you in a much more incremental manner, well, it's not going to work. Unless after that incremental manner, I can expect you to go even further. But I'm not sure if that's going to work either. This is why most business models fail. In fact, I don't really expect my business to succeed. I've had many businesses, but this one I like a lot because it's like I have a little store. You know, it's pretty neat. You know, I may not be a Walmart worker or J.C. Penney's work or someone at your local convenience store. I'm not working at the post office, but what I can provide you through my online shop and my picks, like I believe you can have a lot more fun in your life. You don't even have to watch the Mind Talker show. You can buy some stuff off my bing. There's another person trying to reach me. Thank you. Hi, everybody. This is kind of my multimedia hello to everyone because I can't reply to all of you. I have like 1.1 thousand friends. So I've developed this network to a certain level. I'm going to increase it, but I'm going to need some help from you. I need some musicians who are willing to buy some of my products, become friends on Facebook with me, because some of them are not answering my friend requests, which is funny because you'd think musicians get back to you. But I almost kind of see how the more popular musician probably doesn't even Facebook a lot, really. He probably spends most of his days practicing his instrument, practicing with his band, recording in the studio. Those three things should be done when you have musicians. Practice by yourself, practice with your musicians, and practice / play / produce in the studio. And I don't have any musicians doing that right now. I have a lot of people going like, we're going to perform over here, we're going to perform over here, we're going to perform over here. And it's kind of coordinated, kind of not, kind of we'll be there, maybe not, And I've kind of just adjusted to that, mainly because I put a lot of effort in other bands and it only paid off so well, so far, so long, but it's been fun. It's been really good. So, yeah. Maybe while I have you on here, I'll show a few improvements on my paintings lately. I've been working on a few. I'll show you 3 of the paintings I worked on just last night. Had some fun because I haven't really been very productive painting until even just last night. I did a little bit, and I'm going to show you these, but talk to you about them a little bit. I have a friend who says when you paint, you need to stand. You just stand while painting. Excuse me. And I had a nice, what is it? I had a nice easel that would allow me to stand and paint, but somehow the legs broke on it. And now I can't stand to paint, but I found that my music stand / wall helps me to stand and paint relatively easily. So last night I was able to put a little more paint on these works, and now I can present them to you. The first one, all it says is have a tomato, but it means so much more than that. I have tomatoes, or I had tomatoes in my garden up until, in fact, I still do. In fact, there's a few on the ground I could still eat if I was really, really, really hungry, which thankfully, due to social services, friends, family, and neighbors, people will forgive and forget, and people will know that you need food to live and respect that for all peoples, provide for me. But when they don't, I have a tomato sometime in the garden to eat. So many, and now I can tell people to have a tomato. In fact, I had this sign out in my garden next to my tomato bed. So this is for sale for $200. And for $200, you can have a tomato. All right, that's for you $52,000 vehicle types here. This is a new painting that I worked a little bit more on last night, entitled, what did I call this one? Knighted by the Cross. Got that title from Sarah. Knighted by the Cross. See the guy knighted by the cross? Anyway, you can get this one for $200. Knighted by the Cross. Yeah, y'all. And then I got this other one, which I had in my older family home for a long time. And then last night I changed it all up, man. I had a bunch of new brush strokes and colors because I just wanted to change it a lot. So this was the change. This is how it looks now. This was originally done in 2022 by me, the Mind Talker. And this is for $200. Those of you looking to put some new, original, creative art on your walls. So those 3 paintings are up for sale in my place. And I will consider other potential financial deals on these. I take trades as well. And haggling is fine. And so those of you who are like, let's haggle. Okay. Because when it comes to like art, let me show you this one too. This is from a sketchbook cartoon thing I got going called The Bumbling Ramblings of Captain Weedzo. And, excuse me, this was one of the original original artistries for that, painting. It's based on a cartoon I like to write in my journal. Basically about this character named Captain Weedzo who has a lot of offhanded remarks about drugs and how you should spend your time and psychiatrists and life. And, he spends a lot of time making unusual comments about how you should live your life. And that's kind of how I feel. I was trained as a counselor to just kind of help people live their lives better. And I think I was really best at it in 1999 after I was taught by the United Way. Maybe I got better at it in different ways from other college doings, and I became more of a scientist by going to college. Got that master's of science for those of you interested. And then at this point, I realized that I could help probably better by just talking to you all about my business, my sales, saxophone, whatever. I don't necessarily need to hear you in order to make you better. And you listen to some of the words I'm telling you, you'll probably get better like I've been better, And life is good. There's not a whole lot of bad things going on, really, if you think about it, deep down. I have a friend on here from Russia who contacted me, and I really have a hard belief. I have a hard time believing someone from Russia is actually contacting me. And he wants a donation of any sort because he says his children are starving. Then I asked him how he's doing and what is he doing, and he's drinking and drugging in Russia, telling me he's also protesting. So I'm like, wow, well, if you're drinking and drugging and protesting, then your protest is not, and your protest is probably not working for you because really you need to be focusing on doing good things, good work, good life. More people, I think, focused on that in Russia and Ukraine, there wouldn't be any fighting. If just people would focus on Christ for like 10 seconds in both the Ukraine and Russia, there wouldn't be any more war there. And I think the only reason is sometimes, the only reason that war goes on is sometimes, even the devil gets let out once every 1,000 years, according to the Bible. So that's why we sometimes have war. I believe we got to put him back in his place because he tries to be like God again, Satan rises up there and says, I am God, not you. Tries to take it over. And God's like, he swats him all, get out of here, Satan. And Satan goes down there and tries to convince the Ukraine and the Russians to fight. And because they're not focused enough on Christ, they do. And that's a choice. You got to choose to focus on Jesus Christ. It's not going to come just naturally. It's all supernatural stuff. No, it ain't going to come naturally. You got to focus on Christ. You got to get yourself a cross or crucifix. You got to put it on your neck. You got to do your best to stay at home, work, unless you want to go out and work. And if you do go out and work, you find a good place to work that focuses on the work. If you're in Russia and you got war issues going on there, you need to go to like a donut shop or a fast food place or a lumber yard or farming, something. You got to go just find a group of people who are doing a good thing, growing some food for people, working at the temple, being a priest, being a minister, counseling, going to see the dead and dying kind of thing, Lots of things you can do on this earth that are good, that are probably better than most protests. I think protest is the extreme form of working with the government. That's all. It's the extreme form of working with the government, and it works. It's right. If you got a good protest, that's the other thing. You got a good protest that really means something, and that's not going to lead to big problems, then hey, that's great. I have a big, good protest for eBay. Please come on my eBay store, buy my items. That's what I'm protesting for you all. Come and buy my items on eBay. I challenge you to find something on my store you don't like, because I don't think you're going to find something on my store you genuinely don't like. All right. Let's see what else. UFOs over Arizona, folks. Area 51, that's a nice location for you to travel to if you want to potentially see a UFO. But from what I understand, you're not going to see the government there. In fact, you're going to find a post out there that tells you back off and don't go into this area. And if you do, people will come and take you out of that area, and you'll be fighting them. Hey, how dare you? I want to see UFOs and aliens, you know. There's another reason sometimes I think maybe Area 51 has been convinced to others that it's totally a UFO site, aliens, and avoid it even if you want to go check it out. Mainly because weren't a lot of the atom bomb testings done in Arizona? I heard a lot of them were done in parts of Arizona, because there are parts of Arizona no one goes to for miles and miles and miles and miles. I think, yeah, in the deserts there in the 50s, they tested a lot of atom bombs. And I have a really strong feeling the reason they really don't want you to go to Area 51 is because there's radiation there like crazy from all the testings they did of, bombings in World War II. And it's something they're like, shh. I mean, what can we do about it? The thing I heard about World War II was it was never going to end, or at least we thought, because of the Japanese. And when they finally bombed, like Japan with the samurai finally did stop the war. They stopped fighting. They said, okay, fine, some 15 to 30,000 people dead in 30 seconds from a bomb. Man, that makes a whole head of leaders listen to what the idea of peace is all about. Let's not fight anymore. It's getting hardcore. Really. So that's just one theory about Area 51 I thought up right now. I'm sure maybe some of you have thought of the same thing. Whatever. I think if not that, then anything, it's a really great spot for the Air Force to try out new flying mechanisms, right? I mean, they're always looking to improve our fleets. And if you can really improve a flight mechanism, a plane or whatever, to a point where you could leave Earth and go to space and travel interstellar orbits, there's a lot of people interested in trying to figure out the science behind this. And there's a lot of really big, heavy-minded scientists who understand theoretically how to travel in wormholes to different planets. So you give enough concentration on efforts to help these people, then a few of the Chuck Yeagers in the future will probably go to other planets and will populate the universe, the multiverse. Yes. Well, I think I'm going to stop there. Thank you so much for tuning into the Mind Talker Show. I really appreciate it. Make sure you buy one of my paintings, my book, or go on my eBay store, or if anything, come on over to Bill's Place, Wednesdays, 7 to 10 p.m. You might see me there with a soprano saxophone. No, you will see me there with a soprano saxophone. And starting around the 20th of April, I'm going to be, wait, hold on. Yeah, 18, 19. Yeah, 20th of April, I'm going to be 7 to 10 p.m. over at McClintock's in Arroyo Grande. Just got invited to do that by one of the bartenders, Chris at Bill's Place. Thank you, Chris. Much peace and love. Thank you for the gig info. It will be nice to play over there at McClintock's as well. I haven't got to play saxophone over there yet. So, be a whole new thing for me. So, y'all come check it out here in 3 days. Anyway, I got to go. I think my sister's birthday is coming up, and I'm lousy with remembering birthdays. I'm horrible with it, even though my sister, she was 8 years older than me when I came into this earth. I'm horrible with remembering her birthday. So happy birthday, Christy. I think it's out there somewhere. I can't even think of it right now. So lousy. Not only do I can't remember your birthday, I can't remember my old buddy Matt's birthday. Like, I remember Sarah's birthday. Closest person in my life. So I remember her birthday. So, happy birthday, all of you who have birthdays. And thank you for tuning in to the Mind Talker Show. Have yourself a good time wherever you go. And if you get a minute, go check out my eBay store. I'll sell you products. We got what you're looking for. Yeah.